రాష్ట్ర రాజకీయాల్లో సంచలనం సృష్టిస్తున్న మజ్లిస్ ఇత్తెహాదుల్ ముస్లిమీన్ అధ్యక్షుడు అసదుద్దీన్ ఓవైసీ మనతో ఉన్నారు. ఈ రోజు న్యూస్ మేకర్ ఆయన్ని ఒకసారి ప్రస్తుతం అక్బరుద్దీన్ ప్రసంగము దాని తర్వాత ఉన్నటువంటి రాజకీయ పరిస్థితుల గురించి ప్రశ్నించి తెలుసుకుందాం. సో వెల్కమ్ టు సాక్షి టీవీ సార్. హౌ డస్ ఇట్ ఫీల్ టు बी इन द सेंटर स्टेज ऑफ न्यूज फ्रॉम आप तो मजलिस को आमतौर पर पुराने शहर की पार्टी माना जाता है, अब अचानक सारे शहर में सारे प्रदेश में आपका नाम मजलिस का नाम और देन the names of the leaders are floating. So how does it feel for right reasons as well as wrong reasons?
You see, I am not responsible for giving such a wide publicity. It is, unfortunately, it is the media who went hammer and tongs to the town and blasting and convicting Akbaruddin Owaisi, holding a media trial and then convicting him and then running it for 5 days. Okay. Now things have come to such a stage that even Amul Butter is carrying Akbar advertisement. This is nothing but vindictive attitude of the Congress government. They have connived, they have an alliance with BJP to target MIM party. If you see Akbaruddin Owaisi's speech, many times he has used this sentence, I am an Indian, I love this country, I was born over here and I will be buried over here.
We will not leave this.
We will not leave. And these are the words he has used. I would like to utilize this opportunity which Sakshi TV is giving me to tell its great viewers that please don't fall into this trap of Kiran Kumar Reddy government and BJP.
But there have been references to Lord Ram, his mother Kaushalya.
I am telling you that whatever is there, good, bad, objectionable or not objectionable, that the courts will decide.
Yeah.
Our fight from last 52 years has been against that mindset.
Okay.
And those forces who are against secularism, who are against the minorities and the Dalits and backward class not getting the rightful share in political representation, in economic representation and in social representation. This has been our fight.
But considering the kind of speech that was given, don't you think the Hindus will be alienated from MIM, those who are with you as of now?
I am saying that as of now a storm has been created about his speech.
Okay.
But when the dust will settle down, I am pretty much sure people will realize that MIM party or Akbaruddin Owaisi is not against Hindu religion or Hindus. We are not.
Yeah. But Muslims have never voted en bloc for any single party all across the country. Say
yes.
In different places they have been voting for different forces.
Yes, but they have always voted to ensure that communal forces or right-wing forces do not come into power. That you cannot deny.
But some voters have gone to Modi this time.
No, that is, see, Gujarat, there is a two-party system. There is no alternative over there.
Okay.
There is no alternative like TDP or YSRCP over there. If there is an alternative over there, then the alternative will get the votes. And Gujarat, I would say that the Stockholm syndrome is working over there.
Do you think the Muslims of Guntur will behave much the same way as the Muslims of Hyderabad or Telangana, sir?
Yes, sir, certainly. Certainly they will.
The history doesn't say that.
Doesn't matter. But we are living in one state.
Okay.
Maybe they are far away from Hyderabad. Yes, they are far away from different regions. But the problems are the same. The message will not only go to Guntur, you will see what will happen in Chittoor. You wait till the assembly election results come out, you will see what will happen in Chittoor itself.
But why is it that the MIM, why is it that the United Council, which is actually leading a statewide protest against the Congress government, why is it that it has withdrawn its, campaign program, the public meetings after the Nirmal incident?
No.
Everything is hunky-dory.
No, it's not stopped because these things have come. It will continue, believe me. It will continue, it will not stop. See, these are small obstacles which will overcome it. This will not stop us.
But do you see a link between, say, withdrawal of support to the government and then these cases?
Of course. But for our withdrawal, these cases will not have been booked. When was the Nizamabad meeting held? On the 8th of December.
8th of December, yes.
22 days after that, a case has been booked.
Okay.
When was the Nirmal case booked? 11 days after its meeting.
Right.
When was the Anantapur case booked? After 19 days. What was the government doing? If my Nizamabad meeting was wrong, why did they give permission for Nirmal?
But there were references to Kasab and Tiger.
That is what I'm saying. You cannot see things, you have to see things in the whole context. If I do a cut and paste job, if I quote you that, if I miss out the earlier part and I say this, then it comes out in that way which you want.
Right.
So you have to see things in totality, in context. And I'm sure when it comes out in court, the court will decide. There is no problem at all.
So in your future public meetings, will the content, context and the quotes be the same, sir? Will they be different?
No, you have to come attend my meeting. I will invite you, please. You must come and sit in some nice place which will arrange for you. You hear what we are saying and then form an opinion. And I am sure you will say there is nothing against Hindus. There is nothing against Hindu gods and goddesses. This is a political strategy devised by this chief minister, because see, this government has become very unpopular. They cannot face the challenge of Jagan. They don't know what to do over Telangana. So now who's being made the scapegoat? MIM party is being made the scapegoat. There's a problem in your house. You do introspection over there instead of blaming us. Why are you blaming us? You look at your problem. These are your problems. And they say that no, we have left Congress party. Let them. I want to remind Congress party that in 1998 when TDP supported BJP, the strength of Congress Assembly was only 24-26 MLAs.
Right.
PGR was the leader. We supported Congress at that time. 99, sir. 99 Congress didn't come into power. TDP came back into power. Late Rajshekar Reddy became the opposition leader. We stood by him. For 5 years we stood by him. Why? Because Congress was on the secular path. TDP was supporting BJP, ND at that time. Then Rajshekar Reddy made announcements for upliftment of Muslims. I'll give you 4%. I will do fee reimbursement. Rajiv Arogyashri. Schemes were announced. We stood with him. 2009 elections came. We stood with him. Why? Because he was on secular path. Why is it that now, after 14 years of association with Congress party, MIM has left Congress? Why? Because they are not on the secular path. They are not on the secular path. They are connived with right-wing Hindutva forces.
BJP has just 2 or 3 MLA seats. How can they connive, and what kind of benefit will they derive by joining forces with BJP?
That you must ask this great political scientist headed by this government chief minister. You must ask him. It's an absolutely right question. We know for sure that in 2014 when elections are going to be held, either Congress will transfer the road to BJP or BJP will transfer the road to Congress against first me and then against a secular party. That will happen. And in the process, Congress party will be wiped out.
But Congress has also transferred votes to you in the past.
No, where? Tell me. When Rajshekar Reddy was the chief minister, we fought against Nagendra, we won that seat. Please understand, we were never a pre-poll ally. Even when YSR was alive, we were not a pre-poll ally.
That's right.
But we did support him. We gave him all the support because that government was a secular path. Look at this government. In 2 years, they have imposed 50,000 crores of taxes. Fuel surcharge from 2008 to 12. This year again 8,000 on fuel surcharge. Power tariff is going to increase. 25,000 crores is going to be the only burden. Motor vehicle tax, RTC fares hike, registration fare hike. Where are we going? There is no power, there is no water, and if God forbid if we don't have rains, then city will not get water from either Singur or from Nagarjuna Sagar because they are pumping water from dead storage. This state is, where is the state heading towards?
All these things did not figure in Mr. Akbaruddin's speech.
It is there. That is what I am saying. You have not listened to the whole speech.
I did.
No, sir. You have to listen to the whole speech along with a person who can understand Urdu language. I'm sure many people, there are many people who came and told me this. I said, no, please sit down. Sit down and hear, without all prejudice or bias which has been fed to you by all these Sangh Parivar forces. Listen to it.
Do you think Sangh Parivar is so strong in Andhra Pradesh?
On social media, and in some parts of electronic media. See, because it has to be blown out of proportion. Does MIM party contesting from any other state like UP or Bihar? No, we don't.
But you have gone to Maharashtra.
Yes, see, going there and winning a municipal election, we have done it. But do we have a national presence as such? Though our name might be AIMIM, we are trying, we are aspiring. But do we contest? This government headed by this chief minister, by conspiring in such a way, and the media bombarding Akbar for 5 days, what disservice he has done to Congress party. This chief minister done disservice. And let me tell you, I hope that he will not be changed. Because he should be there, he should lead his party. Otherwise, if he is changed, then the blame will fall on another person.
Yes.
So he should be there, he should continue, and then the people will respond in a great way. And number one, we'll say no, MIM is not anti-Hindu. MIM is not against Hindu god or goddesses. Definitely, we will be against BJP. We will be against RSS and Sangh Parivar. What is wrong in that? We are a political party, and we feel proud that we have to stop them come what may. And this government also will stop it. There is no point going back. They can do whatever they want. What else can they do? Now they have put 121, 124. See, we are in politics. I am a third generation politician.
అసద్ భాయ్ తో చర్చ చాలా ఆసక్తికరంగా జరుగుతుంది. ఇప్పుడు ఒక బ్రేక్ తీసుకుందాం. బ్రేక్ తర్వాత మరికొన్ని విషయాలు ముచ్చటిద్దాం. There are also political allegations that you are moving closer to Jagan.
See, allegations are part and parcel of political life. I will rebut this allegation by saying this is a mere allegation.
Yes.
But yes, what is wrong in meeting Jagan in Chinchorua jail? If I have met him, what is the crime that I have committed?
In fact, you met for presidential election.
And who benefited?
Congress.
Not me.
Yeah.
Not me or Jagan or Congress benefited. And if that is the case, if meeting Jagan is crime, why did Congress people go along with Pranab Mukherjee and met Vijayamma? Was that not a crime? I told the chief minister also, what is wrong with you? He said, no, why did you meet Jagan? I said, why? Why shouldn't I meet?
Did the chief minister object to your meeting with Jagan?
Yes, he objected to me. I said, look, you have no right, number one, to object. I wanted Jagan Mohan Reddy party to support a secular candidate. I didn't want him to go for NDA. And believe me, within 5 minutes he told me, Asad bhai, yes, you don't worry, we will take a decision. I have come to request you on my behalf, not on anyone's behalf, please support a secular candidate. And within 5 minutes he took a decision. He said, yes, you're right, I will never go with BJP. I worked with Rajshekhar Reddy. In assembly I was there, and YSR was opposition leader for 5. Me and Noble and Asuma used to fight bitterly against Chandrababu Naidu, who was a very powerful chief minister. Very powerful chief minister. Very powerful
when he was a chief minister.
Yes, very powerful as chief minister. I know these are I have some good memories about Rajshekhar Reddy. And how can I forget them? I am a human being.
But can this translate into a political alliance?
I don't know, sir. I don't know what will happen when elections are announced. See,
because you are not given to pre-poll alliances.
Yes, see, that is what I am saying. Political strategies of alliance or not alliance can only take shape and can only take shape when the elections are announced.
No, for a national presence, sir, for a national presence, your party, don't you feel there's a need to change your name at least, because the Muslim conference in Kashmir became national conference when it wanted a pan-Kashmir presence?
Definitely we would like to expand our base. We would like to win more seats throughout Andhra Pradesh.
Yes.
You please understand, in the state of Maharashtra, Andhra Pradesh and Karnataka, there are 117 or 16 Lok Sabha seats. Do you know, sir, how many are Muslims? Only one. So who's communal? Please tell me, am I a communal or people who are not getting elected are communal? Who is responsible for my unemployment or for my social economic status? I am not Asaduddin Owaisi is not a leader of Muslims. These are all great secular party leaders are the leaders because Muslims have voted for them. And what have we got in return? What have we got in return? We have become poorer. Unemployment is high. Illiteracy is there. So that is why I am saying political power is must for weaker sections. Whether it is Muslims, Dalits or backward class. You have to have your political voice. Because all these three weaker sections, their problems are same. To solve these problems, we require a political voice.
Isn't it very much like the ब्राह्मण ठाकुर बनिया छोड़ बाकी सब है DS4.
No, that is very derogatory. That is very derogatory. I disagree with that. We are saying respect everyone.
Yes.
But don't say that you respect only us and you continue to vote for us. No, sir, we cannot do that. If I am respecting you, you have to respect me. And this only verbal is not going to happen. I must get my rightful share. I cannot allow XYZ to take decisions about my destiny or my future. I want to sit on the table with you as an equal. As an equal, not as your servant, not as your lieutenant, as an equal. I want to sit there and say, yes, we are both equals.
But are you looking at some kind of alliance with Mr. Badruddin Ajmal, then Akhilesh Yadav? Or?
No such thing has happened. I don't think so. Badruddin Bhai is a great leader of Assam.
Yes.
He's a great leader of Assam. He has done tremendous work. And I respect him. And in that state, wherein with all those problems, he's working in a very wholehearted way. And my respect has increased for him after I've gone to Assam. And I hope that his strength increases. His strength increases.
If you happen to meet Mr. Akbaruddin Owaisi next time, would you advise him to tone down his speeches, sir?
You see, Akbaruddin Owaisi, to advise him, to tell him, he is a mature person. And he knows what to say, what not to say. But as a party president, I am again reiterating in this interview with Sakshi TV that MIM party is not against Hindu goddesses. Please don't fall into this trap of this inefficient and a communal government headed by the Chief Minister with the help and connivance of BJP. They are projecting in such a way. We are not going to accept that. We are a political party, and definitely I feel that we'll have to work together. How can nation progress? We have to work together. The unity and diversity of India is a great thing, and we have to work on it. There might be some problems, there might be some obstacles, we might have made some mistakes or here and there. Let us work together. I would request those people who have said a person, you can come and ask me, what is this? What is wrong? Advise me, correct me. I am there to listen. I am there to correct myself. We want a clearer and a more sweeter environment, not only here but everywhere in Andhra Pradesh. Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, thanks, sir.
పాత బస్తీ కంచుకోట నుంచి ప్రదేశమంతా విస్తరించాలని ప్రయత్నిస్తున్నటువంటి మజ్లిస్ ఇత్తెహాదుల్ ముస్లిమీన్ అధినాయకుడు అసదుద్దీన్ ఓవైసీ మనోగతం ఇది. తను చెప్పాల్సిన విషయాన్ని చాలా సూటిగా నిక్కచ్చిగా నిర్మోహమాటంగా చెప్పారు. ఇది ఇవాల్టి న్యూస్ మేకర్.